it just got crazier. A new turn in the alleged rape case of the 10-year-old girl. Is the mother actually defending the guy who confessed to the charges? Yeah, we got this and so much more here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Let's cover this news story that kind of broke earlier this week. It was put out last week about the... Okay, we'll just break it down Barney style. All right?
The 10-year-old.
Right, so on June 22nd, there was an alleged rape of a 10-year-old girl. Okay? Now, that 10-year-old girl from Columbus, Ohio, was then brought to Indianapolis, Indiana, to a Planned Parenthood to get that abortion. So, well, we know that now today, but when that was all going on, there was some pro-abortion media outlets that was saying, you see what happens when you overturn Roe versus Wade, when you give back to the states the rights to create laws on pro-life or pro-abortion? And even the Biden administration went on live TV, on national TV, to say, you know, that there was a girl that had to be brought over state lines. Well, that's when all the news media were like, that's a hell of a story. Let's look into it, because we are media. We have to look into it, get the facts. There was no police report. There was no charges. There was nothing. This is coming from Politico, from CNN, from even Snopes tried to fact check this and say this happened. They couldn't find anything on this 10-year-old girl being raped and brought over state lines to get an abortion. So the Attorney General of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, was brought on TV, be like, this was this past Monday, earlier this week. And he goes, there is no case in our police files in this state of a 10-year-old being raped. There is nothing in the... And why isn't it? If this case is... He was starting to doubt it. He goes, this is a terrible situation, if true.
Have people look into it.
But we have nothing on the books
on
about
file,
this.
Yeah.
The next day, Columbus, Ohio, there is an arrest made for a 27-year-old illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Okay? And here we go. And he confessed to the police that he raped this 10-year-old twice. And so, back to the story. So, June 22nd, the girl, they say that's when they reported to Child Services in Columbus the pregnancy of a 10-year-old. On June 30th, that is when they brought... That is when the girl got the removal. Now, the Attorney General of Ohio also said, under our 6-week abortion ban law, she still could have got the abortion here if this happened, because this is a medical health risk, because it's a 10-year-old who is pregnant. I didn't even know 10-year-olds could get pregnant. But nonetheless, there was no reason to bring the child out of state. So, where's the charges? Why was nothing reported? Well, is it because the mother was defending the alleged rapist? Is the alleged rapist a lover of the mom? And is she here illegally as well and didn't want to report anything? Check this out. Here is Here is Noticias. It's a Spanish-speaking news station who goes to the house or the apartment of the mother. Check this out.
¿La niña vivía aquí también?
Did the girl live here as well?
Sí, pero ella está
Yes,
bien todo.
but she's fine. Everything that they're saying against him is a lie. Okay?
Ya. Y la niña.
And the child,
¿usted es familiar
are you related to her
de la niña o su
or her
hija?
mother? She's my daughter, says this lady.
So so it's bigger, could be bigger than, why are they lying on this?
Well, Bay, so here's the thing, okay? So the doctor, remember Dr. Bernard?
Mm-hmm.
She is the doctor from Planned Parenthood who performed the abortion. Well, if it was a rape, she has a legal obligation to report
it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
She did not.
Yeah.
She, as of today, is now facing charges as well.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just like, they supposed to be report gunshots too.
Right. Someone goes to the hospital with the gunshot wounds. The nurse goes, "Well, we're going to stitch you up, but
I got a report.
We got a call. Yeah.
right." And here's what it's looking like it's turning out to be. Pro-abortionists, and this is such a sad story. I mean, it's just saying these words for a 10-year-old. These words overall, it's just disgusting. But it looks like Ohio has that 6-week abortion ban. Well, it looks like the child was pregnant for 6 weeks and 3 days. It looks like there were people involved that wanted to withhold this procedure because, one, we found out that they could do it in Ohio, but they did not. And they could have done it within 6 weeks. They did not. Nonetheless, that child still would have been exempt from their laws because of the medical emergency of the child's life.
So they just ignored. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Please ask.
I was just saying they just turned a blind eye to all of these different.
It is looking like, just to make a political point, to see what happens when you overturn this and let the states make up their own rules.
Yes.
This child was put in danger, so she had to go to a different state. I don't want that to be the case, but it's looking like it was all politically motivated. Using illegal immigrants.
Because they're not going to say nothing because they leave here legally.
Right. And that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
As well.
And also children.
Children.
It's the children
Let's
is the
start there.
worst part.
So if this comes out that this was done
How many times has this been done?
by political figures, that's a sign. It sounds very illegal.
Legal. Yeah.
It's already illegal.
But it's all alleged.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Allegedly.
Allegedly alleged.
Yeah. Allegedly alleged.
Allegedly alleged.
That's sad.
It's still.
It's
It's,
sad.
still.
It is.
Yeah.
really
It is
sad.
It is.
Like this poor kid is just never going to be the same now
Nope.
because of this situation.
No.
And it sucks.
And she doesn't have anybody in her corner that's really.
That's the thing. I was going to say the mother is just
yeah.
more at fault as this guy is. That doctor, just they're all at fault here, putting that kid at risk like that.
Let me see what the rest of this the Spanish news is covering. Spanish-speaking news.
¿Usted es familiar de la niña?
The
¿Es
child,
mi hija?
she's my daughter, okay? And then the reporter goes on to say, the woman who
Señora, quien se
refused to
negó a
provide
dar
her
su
name
nombre y que
and who concealed her
ocultó
face
su rostro, asegura que ella
states that she has not filed charges against a 27-year-old Gershon Fuentes.
no ha impuesto cargos en contra de Gerson Fuentes de 20.
If your child of 10 years old gets that done to it, you wouldn't report charges? You wouldn't request life in prison as a sentence if convicted?
as a father, I'd be going to prison too because
Right.
I would be murdering that
Yes.
guy.
You'd be serving with them.
I'd be serving
Right.
with him.
He
yes.
ain't gonna make it.
17 años quien está acusado.
No,
I tell you
prisons
what,
don't like the kid touches.
child abusers. No, they
Right.
they do not like them.
You
at all.
worked in the system.
I worked in the system. They do not like
Nope.
the inmates that have abused a child at all.
Chomos.
That's why they are
Chomos?
That's why they are put in separate class.
Oh, boy.
In the system, they are put in a separate class and come out by themselves.
And here's the thing. So the guy was never charged. It sounds like there was never a police report. The guy, after on Monday, when it made national news, when the Ohio Attorney General David Yost said, we don't have any reports. We
What?
don't have anything in the logs. This
What?
story doesn't sound real. Well, it now is real, and now it's about to get even more real for some people.
My saying is, little girl go to school?
I don't know.
Because how did they find out that she was pregnant and brought her to a doctor?
And here's the thing,
'Cause-
too. She just turned 10, so it sounds like this child was impregnated when she was 9 years old. It's disgusting.
De violación, de acuerdo a las
Per
autoridades,
authorities,
él
he confessed to
confesó
having
que tuvo
vaginal
contacto
contact
vaginal al menos
on at
dos
least
veces
2
con la
occasions
niña
with the
que
girl who recently turned
recientemente
10.
cumplió 10 años.
I'm fluent in Spanish. I'm not reading it, I swear, for those not watching, all right? So therefore, oh wait, let me let her say it first.
Por lo que se
Therefore,
estima
it is
que
estimated
pudiera
that
haber
she
tenido
may
9
have
años
been,
cuando
yes,
fue
9 years
violada
old when
y
she was
quedó
raped
en
and then became
embarazo.
pregnant. Right. Yep. Crazy story. Crazy. Unreal. So, what do you guys think of it?
That's fucked up.
It's gross.
It's gross.
It's gross.
Gross. You ain't kidding.
It's sad that that children are used in that way. Like, it pisses me off. You know. So,
Of course.